Hello, I am Janine Boyd with Paparazzi Accessories, and today I am interviewing a special guest.
Okay, thank you so much, Janine. My name is Shamika Tompkins, and I'm an independent consultant of Paparazzi Accessories, and my ID number is 91773.
All right, so tell us, why did you choose paparazzi?
Well, let me tell you, I didn't necessarily feel like I chose paparazzi. I felt like paparazzi was presented it to me in such a way that it was like a no-brainer. It was like, I'm not going to overthink this. I'm not going to do too much. I'm not going to do all this research, blah, 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 blah. The person who presented it to me was my daughter's grandmother. And so she shared the opportunity with me. Now, she doesn't sell paparazzi, but she knows me, and she knows I'm a go-getter. She knows I'm always looking for an opportunity. And she knows that I have been throwing around some ideas of what I can do to bring in additional income and what I can do to better grow and empower myself, because I'm always looking for a come up. And so she's somebody that I trust. I really do. And I like how she manages her money, how she manages her finances, and the decisions that she makes are wise. And so I said, well, if Barbara is coming to me and she's presenting this to me, I'm not going to, it's already done. I'm going to do it. It's $99. I'm going to go ahead and put the money out, and I'm going to go with it. And I did, and I've been rolling ever since.
So how did you get started in the business?
Well, like I said, my daughter's grandmother, her paternal grandmother, introduced the information to me about paparazzi. What I did was, Giselle Ziegler is not upline, and so I spoke to Giselle briefly, and I was told there was going to be an opportunity call. So I got on the opportunity call, and I think the call was, whatever day the call was, the next day I was at her house signing up.
Oh, wow.
So that's the way it went. And I said, okay, if it's $99, it's $99. I'm a gut feeling kind of person. I'm the kind of person that goes with what my vibe is. And I got a really good vibe from Giselle. I got a really good vibe from the information I was getting over the phone when they had the opportunity call. I had the opportunity to ask questions. I didn't have any questions because I'm like, they didn't presented everything. I didn't have any questions. So right after the call, Giselle called me. She and I talked again. And then, like I said, we set up an appointment, and I went to her house the next day. She signed me up. She took the time to go over everything with me that she could about the business in terms of the back office, in terms of how to place an additional order. She gave me a checklist and said, okay, this is the blueprint. This is to start off of what you need to be doing to get on track to be successful in this business. So she gave me my starter kit, basically, which was a tool that said, do this, that, and the third. And that's what I did. And then also, she checked in on me, throughout the week to make sure I didn't have any more questions and things were going okay. And she was just readily available to support me. And I really, I like that, because as soon as she signed me up, she added me to some groups that also we exchanged information on Facebook Messenger. And everybody just welcomed me. And I felt like, these people don't even know me. They don't even know me. But they were just as excited for me starting my journey as I was. And so I was like, okay, I have found my tribe.
Yeah, that's how it was, when I started in the business. Everyone welcomed me.
Yeah.
Everything. It was just nice.
Yeah, and I just felt like I said, okay, I'm amongst good people here. So it was nice. It was nice.
So speaking of that, what has been the best part about the business?
Oh my goodness. The best part about the business is that as I have been in this business, let me just back up for a minute and say that I'm somebody who deals with depression. So that's a struggle that I have, and I battle it every day. And the best part about being in this business is that as I go out and I vend, as I go out and I meet people, I get a chance to network. I get a chance to go to vending events that are prayer breakfasts, women's empowerment, different conferences. And not only do I get a chance to go set up and make money, but I get to benefit from all that information. And I'm a homebody, y'all. I am very content with being right here in this house with a book, a TV, chillaxing on the computer, watching videos, all that stuff. Very content. So paparazzi has helped me to get out of the house, to be more in tune and in touch with what's going on in my city, because I feel like now that I'm a vendor, I'm seeing my city for the first time. For the first time, I'm like, I didn't know this place was here. I didn't know that place was there. I didn't know they had this program. And it's like, you meet so many people that it's not just about getting business partners. I met you, different people that have signed up with me, different people that don't even want to sell paparazzi, but they want to support me. So you don't just meet business partners. You don't just meet people that you can just casually network with. I've met friends. And I've accomplished some personal goals, and I've made some, reached some milestones that I didn't think I would ever accomplish. So I also do motivational speaking, and then a Paparazzi's Accessories independent consultant has opened up an opportunity for me. So now that, okay, I've met different people in different areas, so now when I want to do some speaking, they invite me and different things. So it's helped me reach goal on top of goal on top of goal.
And actually tell us what you were doing before you started Paparazzi. Like, what do you
Okay.
do?
So I am a registered nurse, and I have been in the nursing profession for years upon years now. And so I love being a nurse. I started as a CNA, LPN, now I'm a registered nurse. And the thing about it is that I was doing that full time. And once you do something for a long time, even though you like it, you love it, it's like sometimes you just feel like, you know what else can I do? Do I have any other purpose aside from just this? And so recently, last week actually, I was able to make an exchange, a big exchange, because I was able to exchange my full-time nursing and change that to part-time nursing, and now I do full-time paparazzi. So that was major for me because, I mean, you get so accustomed to being in a certain atmosphere, a certain environment, and a certain amount of money coming in, and a certain amount of comfort because you know, okay, I go to work, that money coming. I go to work, that check coming. I know I'm going to get paid, but then it's like I said, I'm going to step out on faith. And I'm going to pray about this thing, I'm going to step out on faith, and I'm going to do what I'm called to do. And now I have more of an opportunity to not just go out and sell paparazzi. I can go out and I can do my speaking engagements. I can spend more time with my daughter. And to me, paparazzi is more than just a business where you go out and make money. It's a type of a ministry. Because every time you get to help somebody, and whether you gift them a piece of jewelry, or even if you sell them a piece of $5 jewelry and you see them light up, it's like, okay, I've helped to empower you in a way that I was able to. I may can't fix every problem in their life, but for this moment, you gotta go. So that's it.
That is great. So, what has been like the least part of the business that you enjoy? What do you enjoy the least?
What I enjoy least about this business is that when I meet someone and I share the opportunity with them, and I know that they have it in them to be great and to do well, and they don't accept the invitation for the opportunity. And when that happens, it kind of troubles me a little bit because I feel like some people don't do it, and they share with me they don't do it because they don't have the confidence. Shanika, you talk to anybody. You always running your mouth. You can sell. I can't sell. I can't talk to people. And when I hear people say that, it speaks to my depression. It speaks to dark places that I've been in. And it speaks to low self-esteem. It speaks to lack of confidence because I believe that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And so when I meet people who say I can't, not I don't want to. I don't want to is different. But when they say I can't, that hurts my heart. So that's it.
Well, one thing about this business, it has given me like a new confidence. Just something about this business and the other consultants in the business. It just gives you a new confidence. It's helped me to step outside of my comfort zone. Yeah.
And that's the thing about it. If you want to be successful in this business, you don't have a choice. You have to step out. You cannot do your usual routine because it may last for a little bit. You know, if usually you go to church and you meet so-and-so, you talk to so-and-so and you sell like that, okay. If usually you go to sporting events and you talk to so-and-so, this group of people, but eventually you got to expand beyond just your usual circle of people because so-and-so not going to buy with so much jewelry. You know, so then you have to say, okay, I've exhausted my warm market. Then you have to step out and say, you know what, I have to be bold enough to even at the toll booth say, "How you doing? I'm Shanika. May I give you my business card?" And you don't know what's gonna come. They may reject you. They may say, "I don't want no card from you." You know, at the cashier register, at the drive-thru, you may say, "Hey, hey, thank you for my food. Can I give you my business card? I sell Paparazzi." You know what? You never know what response you're gonna get. Typically, I get a positive response, but there have been people that say thank you, but no thank you, and it has to be okay.
And how long have you been in the business?
Oh my goodness, I have been in the business over a year now. I started in 2017 and I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to go further and further. There are some goals in the business that I have not reached that I thought I would have hit by now. But at the same time, I do believe in surviving off sales. I believe that as you continue to build your team, you're going to have people. And I found out you're going to have people that start with you, they don't always finish with you. And that's okay. People have to do what's best for them just like I'm doing what's best for me. And so I'm looking forward to continuing to grow and to continue to inspire people, because so many people, you don't know who's watching you. And people are always watching you. And you'd be surprised at the ones that will speak to you about something. You like, how do you know I did? Oh, I didn't see you comment on my Facebook post, but they saw the post. They may not like it, they may not comment, they may not put up any kind of emoji, but they're watching you. And so I have to be very careful in my walk now and in my talking and the things that I do. And sometimes I have to stop and discipline myself and say, wait a minute, back up off this Facebook. You can't comment everything you want to comment. You got to be careful, because people are looking to you. You become an example. Right. You really do. You become an example, whether, that's your goal or not. You become an example. When I put it out there that I was going to be working my nursing part-time and doing paparazzi full-time, there were so many people who reached out to me. They said, I wish I could do what you're doing. Not paparazzi, but they have their own gifts and things that they want to really focus on. I said, in due time. I said, in due time. I said, you go and you pray about it. I said, and in your season, when it's your time, you'll be able to do not what I'm doing, you'll be able to do it better.
And soon you'll probably be able to retire like other consultants.
Speak that thing. Speak that thing.
Retired from their full-time job.
But to be quite honest with you, I love being a nurse, and I don't know that I could ever not be a nurse. So even if I would have the option to say, okay, you know what, I don't have to do any nursing, I think I will always do some nursing, because I may even just do some volunteer, like blood pressure clinics and things like that, different health screenings you can do, especially like with my sorority. We're always calling to say, hey, can you do a screen here, or can you volunteer there, can you set up a booth here? So I may even do something like that, but I can't give it up. I can't let it go. I work too hard for them letters.
So, my next question is, what are your top 2 goals for this year?
Okay, my top 2 goals. And they're my goals, but they're not necessarily geared towards me. The main one that I have is to continue to be a light, and to continue to be an inspiration to people, and to continue to show people that you can still thrive, you can strive, you can reset. Because I've had to do some resets, not only in my personal life, but also in this business. You can reset from wherever you are, and you can continue to move forward regardless of what setbacks you had yesterday. Yesterday gone. Yesterday is gone. Don't let nobody burden you with yesterday. We're not talking about yesterday. We're talking about today. So you can always reset, and you don't have to have any kind of major degree for that reset. You don't have to say, I'm not qualified because I'm not this, because I don't meet the criteria. We're not going to do that. We're not going to discredit ourselves. So I want to continue to show people that no matter who you are and where you are, you can always do more, and you can always put your best foot forward, even if you're just wearing $5 jewelry. You don't have to be wearing $2,000 jewelry to be looking like $1 million. So I want to be a light and inspire people. And then also for me, my second goal for myself is that I want to get elite. To be an elite consultant is a very high goal of mine. I believe it's very realistic. I believe the Lord's going to do it for me. And I want to continue to follow the blueprint and the plan, and to continue to reevaluate and to rework my business as I need to, so that I can hit that goal, because that is my heart's desire.
What keeps you motivated?
Let me tell y'all. I have a little 14-year-old minion. And I call her a little minion because, y'all, she is something else. And my daughter is who I'm referring to. And she really keeps me motivated in this business. And then also my team keeps me motivated because my daughter sees me and she knows what I've invested in this business. Not just financially, because it's not just about the money. She knows the time, the energy, the effort I put into it. And she knows the prayers that I put into it. And so I can't disappoint her. I can't let her see me be a quitter. You know, you start something, you finish it until it's complete. And so I can't let her see me be a quitter. And then also my team really keeps me motivated because when you signed up with me, I made a commitment to you. I made a commitment to everybody that signed up with me that said I would be there to support you. I would give you one-on-one training. I would help you. So I can't be a liar because nobody likes a liar. So you have to be a woman of your word. And so my daughter and my team really keep me motivated because I wanna be the example. I don't want people to ever say, well, Shamika's saying order inventory and she doesn't have inventory. Shamika is saying go live and she doesn't go live. Shamika not practicing what she preach. I don't want that to be my legacy. I don't want that to be my life. I want the word about me on the street. I want it to be, yeah, you can sign up with her, but I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to work. You're going to have to work because she works. And I want people to know that I'm willing to do what you do, plus a little more, because as a leader, you're called to do more. You really are. You have to be a shining example. So those are the things that keep me motivated.
And I'm glad you mentioned inventory because, you know, when I first started, I'm like, you know, wanting to build inventory. But sometimes it takes time. You can build it over time. You don't have to just sign up one day and then the next day order 1,000 pieces.
Right.
It's like just yesterday, I was setting up to do a Facebook Live, and I found like a box of jewelry, and I'm like, let me just go. So, you know, it takes time to build inventory, but don't get discouraged. You will be able to build it.
And I'm glad you said that because what I show people from time to time is my first vending event. And my first vending event, it was very humble. I didn't make a lot of money. I didn't do a lot of sales, but it was an eye-opener for me because I went out there and it wasn't an event that really was geared towards jewelry or towards people who would be interested in jewelry. The crowd was interested in a whole nother type of situation, so you got to be careful where you're in. But not only that, I like to show that picture because I had my jewelry display. My board was not painted. I didn't really have signage or anything like that. I didn't have much. I had like the little cards that come in, the thank you cards, and that was showing Paparazzi. That was my only Paparazzi signage that I had. And then I had not a lot of inventory. I had a few pieces here, a few pieces there. But I was there. And I had my plastic tablecloth. I had a table from, you know, like you do outside, it has a hole in the middle of that round table. It was so humble. But I was out there. And even though I didn't sell a whole lot, I did make some sales. And it was a free event, so it wasn't a big deal. But at the same time, it was a learning experience. And we have to learn and we have to grow. And I can look back at that picture from where I started then. And I can look at where I am now. And I can say, thank you, Lord. Because, you know, I didn't come a long ways from that point of view. Because if I had sold a lot on that day, I'm going to tell you, I probably wouldn't have had nothing for another time until I put another order in because I wasn't as invested as I am. I didn't really know, or I didn't really take the opportunity to do everything that I was supposed to do instead of ordering like, you know, at least once a week to keep inventory flowing. So everything worked out in the end. But it was a very, very, very humble experience. And I started with humble beginning. Humble, very humble. But I was doing my best at the time, especially being somebody who had never really sold anything before. And so I encourage people that even if you don't have a lot of inventory, you have a free website. Paparazzi gives you that free website, so share their website with everybody that you can. So that way you can still have an opportunity to make money off of your commission because their website, if somebody goes in order, you're going to get paid the same commission as if you had sold that piece right out of your hand. So that's a big bonus. Okay?
What other advice could you give someone that is thinking about becoming a paparazzi independent consultant?
The first thing I would tell them is that if you're thinking about becoming a consultant, please, 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 do not come into this business thinking you're going to spend $99 on a preview pack and make $1 million like that. Don't do it. Do not be deceived. Don't deceive yourself. I've had people that come to me and say, people that say, I want to get those $200, those $300 sales. And I say, do you have $200, $300 worth of inventory? I mean, you have to be willing to invest, not just your money, but initially, like anything else you start up, you have to be willing to invest your time. Mm-hmm. You have to be willing to speak up and tell people that you are in business. You have to be willing to follow the blueprint. If you're not ready to follow a blueprint, if you're not ready to take instructions, if you're not willing to step outside of your comfort zone, then I don't know if you are ready to actually get started with this business, because this business requires some discipline. If you're not willing to say, okay, my business money is separate than my personal money, it requires discipline. If you're not ready to say, okay, I'm going to wear paparazzi jewelry instead of wearing my department store jewelry or whatever you have, it requires some discipline. You have to be disciplined. You have to make a decision, and you have to stick to that decision. And that decision has to be, I'm going to go all in for my business. And I'm going to sacrifice some things for my business. Maybe this week I won't eat out. I'll take that money and I'll invest it in my business. But that takes a certain level of discipline, and you have to be willing to be self-motivated, because yes, I have a wonderful upline. My sponsor is phenomenal, but she can't work her business, my business, the other one business, this one business. She can only work her business. I have to decide that I'm going to work my business. So that's what I would say to someone.
That is some great advice.
Thank you.
Now, if someone is interested in joining your team, how can they reach you?
Well, y'all come right on in and join now. If you're interested in joining, my name is Shamika Tompkins. My consultant ID is 91773. The name of my business is Miss Mika's Treasure Chest. So it's MSMICAS treasurechest.com. So you can go to that site. You can sign up. It says join my team. And then also the free site that Paparazzi gives me is www.paparazziaccessories.com/MSMICA, Miss Mika. And you can also click on join my team, and it's going to be there. You can go ahead and choose me as your sponsor. And then also you can call me 804-852-0131. And I look forward to giving you more information about the process of becoming a consultant, more information about the business. And then not only that, if you have any complications when you're trying to sign up, I can talk you through the process instead.
All right. Well, thank you for allowing me to interview you.
Well, thank you. You've been a most gracious host, and I thank you so much for taking the time to come over and give me this chance and this platform to speak. So thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Y'all take care.
Bye.